United, American, Delta and Southwest. Major US airlines hit by this scandal. Typically, everything in commercial air travel is regulated and checked, from sourcing of materials to construction and servicing. Sometimes parts need to be replaced, and they come from approved manufacturers which work with regulators to sell to airlines which own the aeroplanes. Except,
what's happened here is there were some parts that were not actually approved by the regulators. So it turned out that they were made by a third-party unapproved company. They were sold by an unapproved company, and that company was providing falsified documentation, making it look as if it was approved.
TAP Air Portugal first raised concerns about the documentation for a small part acquired from AOG, which is now cooperating with investigations. It's entirely possible the parts are still safe, yet there's no verification of this. That's why impacted airlines tracked down the parts and grounded the affected planes, mostly short-haul narrow-body crafts like Boeing 737s and Airbus A320s. Many are already back in service, with the issue now largely resolved. So how did this happen? Well, the industry is huge and complex. The Federal Aviation Administration says in some cases companies can skip an approval application step altogether in order to avoid the cost and time of the process. In this case, the parts sold came with documentation, but the thing is, it was fraudulent. The disruption follows an unrelated fault identified earlier this year involving a widely used plane engine. Hundreds of geared turbofans had to be removed because of durability issues. All of it's adding pressure to an already stretched maintenance and repair supply chain, a major stress for airline CEOs.
They're not concerned about the macroeconomic environment, they're concerned about the access to spare parts for their existing aircraft and the delivery of new aircraft. So it's definitely going to hold back capacity growth. I think it's frustrating because airlines can see strong demand, but they're not able to match supply with demand in many markets.
It took airlines 4 years to return to pre-COVID capacity. Forged airworthiness papers are the kind of headwinds the sector would like to avoid. Benji Hyer, CGTN, Washington.